Hello, welcome to the Bats Manga Podcast. This week we're talking about Dragon Ball chapters 321 to 330, or if you're me, 127 to 136. This week I'm joined by Ryu, Obliviousness Incarnate.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but
That's okay, because we're also joined by Hut, Heinous Hooping Man.
Hey, I'll take it.
And I'm your host, as always, Ben. Let's get into the chapter, shall we?
for the record, I do know what that means. I'm oblivious.
Yes, this is what that meant, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway,
Hey, I was oblivious on that
Yeah.
one. There it is.
Exactly.
My own medicine. You got it. That's a good one.
That's because usually when you give me a title, I generally don't know what that means. Usually.
I feel like most of the time I'm pretty like, I guess I always just like go off of something random and then like you just have to happen to remember it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
I mean, this was a reference to yesterday, but it's fine.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it happens. I don't even remember what it references, but
Precisely, you never remember, and that's why I'm never like prepared if you guys respond to the names outside of the intro. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? This was not part of the plan.
fuck. Anyway,
All right, take it away.
we got some ballin and some dragons. Yeah, actually, we do.
Actual facts.
Yeah,
actual
factual.
True.
Of course, we start off with the Frieza vs Goku fight, which finally fucking ends. Because we've been here for 3 weeks with this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, which means I can finally talk about something that I've been wanting to talk about since like the first the second week that we've been here.
Last week. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, so remember when Frieza said that the planet will blow up in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Hut, as a resident Dragon Ball expert, how many episodes did that take in the anime?
Oh my god.
5 minutes.
Around like 30? Like it took.
Yep.
30 episodes?
Oh wait, that's probably the fight as a whole. It was probably like 10, 13 for the 5 minutes portion. It was a long fight, bro. It was a long fight.
It was about,
What?
I'm pretty sure it was like 3 to 4 hours of screen time.
Yeah.
What the
Sounds about right.
Nah.
Yeah, so this is what we were talking about with infamous Dragon Ball pacing. This is how bad the pacing got at the time that like this was releasing.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
this is one of the most infamous moments in, I would dare say, anime history of bad pacing as well.
Like, if it was 20 minutes, so like maybe like even 2 episodes, I could have like been like, okay, but the Dragon Ball and the fights are going really fast, so they're like slowing it down for the viewer, and then by that the 5 minutes take longer. I could have excused that, but multiple hours, I'm sorry.
See, it makes sense for the manga. You know, it's nice. The manga actually does it. You know, the 5 minutes, I'm fine with that in the manga, right? It's not. It goes by pretty quickly, right?
I mean, normal reading speed, you'd probably be there in like 10, but yeah, even then, like
yeah, so
yeah, but like
episodes?
in verse, because these guys move fucking fast, right?
Exactly.
But like in the anime, bro, they were like chatting for a whole episode.
They were yapping. They were whole yapping.
Throwing some hands. Oh, it was rough.
Throw some hand signs.
Yeah, whoosh. And it's crazy that One Piece actually managed to take the throne on this for the longest fight. Like,
it's Katakuri, right? After this,
yeah, Luffy versus Katakuri. Since this was the,
it's still wild to me. That's like that's the one that broke the record. It had to be Katakuri, like post time skip.
Kaido.
Yeah,
Kaido beat it again, I assume.
Did it?
No. Katakuri versus
if you
Luffy
take
is
the
the longest
full
fight in anime. And this is like, if we count the whole thing, like the whole jumping and stuff, I guess it's longer. But even then, I think Katakuri versus Luffy is.
If you go specifically 1v1s, then at least Katakuri versus Luffy. But I feel like if you go fights, I feel like then the fight against Kaido and Big Mom in that would be longer.
I don't think so. Still,
I mean, regardless, like this had a really bad precedent because this is essentially like why. Like I said, I think there's like this with like one of the fights that happens in Naruto, and then like the are like the
Oh.
like front runners of like bad pacing fights.
It's Dragon Ball, Naruto, and One Piece have 3 bad pacing fights. But
I want
Yeah,
Bleach.
no, Bleach is actually like really good in that because what it does mostly, like I can't be misremembering. I'm pretty sure that like there are a couple of instances where it's like a bit dragged out, but mostly like what Bleach does is they just like put in filler
yeah,
arcs.
plop a whole filler arc in there.
Like
Yeah,
how
so it's
old
just
Naruto
like
used to do it, where they have
yeah,
like an
well,
entire arc.
let's
Wait,
calm
no,
down. The Naruto never really did that fully.
No,
no, yeah,
Bleach did
Naruto
it.
just had like a while, just had a filler part, and then just went
Yeah, they
continuing
had a
on.
few
Yeah.
Yeah,
filler episodes, but even like in OG Naruto, they fully. There's one fight, I won't say which fight. There's one fight in original Naruto that dragged on for so long. I honestly thought it was like Frieza versus Goku length because it was crazy.
was it in the second big arc?
Yes,
Was
yes,
it
the
on the
second.
roof?
Yes, it was on the
I
roof.
got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, that one. I remember that one. That was
That
infamous.
it was long as fuck. That was
Every time we come back to it, it's like, oh my god, we're going again.
still going on, bro. Why are they
Okay,
having a
but
tug of war for so
let's
long,
talk
man?
about Freeze versus Goku again because Goku
Yes.
wants all the smoke, and I
Yeah,
love it.
I love it. That's great.
Goku's like, nah, I'm beating this motherfucker. I don't care what the fuck you do. I'm beating
Yeah,
him.
and
He
he's
he was just in his bag, man. He was like,
uh,
so bad.
Yeah.
and he was like, "Hey, King Kai, I swear to you, if you pull me off this planet, I'll never forgive you, bro. Never,
I'll
you know."
I'll
Yeah,
kill
he was
myself
actually
and
threatening.
beat your ass.
Yeah,
No, but real.
He would have. He definitely would
He
have.
would've. He said, "I won't forgive you for this."
yeah.
I swear on my life.
It's on
Oh,
sight. It's on sight if you do this.
yeah, and he was pissed. You know, makes sense.
Also,
Or
Goku's trash talk phenomenal. When he gets to it, oh, this is some good ass shit talk.
yeah,
Yeah.
Goku can be disrespectful if he wants to. Like Nappa versus Goku, like when he just stood on his head, bro. Was that was
Yeah, but this
crazy.
is this is a
And
whole
then
new
he's
level. Like he's got
yeah.
super trash talk on lock right now. Like fucking damn.
Guess that wasn't the only thing that transformed. Like, damn.
Yup, yup.
It's not
Oof.
part of the transformation. Probably he got
Yeah,
like he
yeah,
got the like how do you say this? The ego of a Saiyan back
yeah,
or
Yeah,
something.
like this is also what Kai said, right? Like
yeah. It was
he said,
like,
well, this is what it means to be Super Saiyan.
yeah, it's
Like
like
Yeah.
he's warrior awakened by rage, Super Saiyan. Like this is not the Goku we know, right?
the warrior awakened by rage just turned into Michael Jordan. Prime MJ, he's trash talking.
Like I do like that Frieza is like upload away a piece with like upload the pieces like I did with the little Earthling, and then Goku's like, you did that the Earthling. You mean Kern? You mean Kern?
Yeah,
And he took that personally.
Yeah. Like the train of thought is put out there well, but he's like in a state of just absolute rage, so you're not thinking
Yeah.
like quickly. You're just like in steps, which makes sense.
mm-hmm.
He's breaking it down. And then he breaks Frieza down.
Yup.
Yeah.
Or so. Anyway.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Also-
one of the things, like, I was in call with Ryu like yesterday, and he was
Mhm.
reading the chapters and he responded to something.
I was really fucking angry about Bulma. Purely because when the like whole wish thing was going on, she was just being the worst at communication. Like when the planet finally blew up, when like Goku finally killed Frieza, they were like the planet like she just screamed out, "Oh yeah, Goku died." And Goku was right there.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even have confirmation.
She
I mean,
didn't
KO
think
checked.
that it would matter because he was like, "Oh, we can just bring
we
him
have the
back with the Namekian Dragon Balls."
I'm
Yeah,
telling you, bro, the dependence on the Dragon Balls are gonna backfire one day. Like this
Yeah,
is
I'm just like,
they already
I gotta
have.
be honest.
They
like,
have.
Yeah,
When we lost
yeah,
Kami, we were cooked for a while. Like we had to go to this planet because we were cooked because we lost the
yeah, because
dependence
it
on the
didn't
Dragon
have
Balls.
any Dragon Balls.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
now
I gotta also be honest. Like this is pretty much where I go. Okay, I don't know if the Dragon Balls are like a good mechanic as of right now. because
Especially not
like,
with the infinite revive possibility. Like, what's the point
yes,
of
that's
that then?
like I said this the first time that Dragon Balls were used for res. I said I don't know how long till this is detrimental to the stakes,
Yeah.
right? And this is where I feel like we're gonna start seeing it. Because
Like,
I'm already like, because the thing, like the way I have it written down right now is like we're like chapters on chapters to like come to terms with Krillin's death, right? Goku
Yeah.
avenged him. Goku accepted the fact he wasn't coming back and had to do something about it. That's why he beat Frieza,
Mm.
right? And so when like they were talking about like, yeah, Krill, like, Krillin's dead and he's not coming back. I had like accepted that as read. I was like, okay, you know what? We'll move forward. We'll see what we can do, and but at least he's been avenged. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, we can res him again.
Yeah.
It's
And I'm
really
like,
ludicrous.
why? Like, why?
Yeah.
Hmm. Sucks.
I don't know.
Putting use as just like
I
revive
the
essentially.
balance between the two, like Shenlong and I forget his name of the
Purunga.
other dragon,
Purunga.
Purunga. Like their balance is weird because Purunga is clearly stronger. He's bigger. He has 20 wishes. He
He
can
does
infinitely
steroids.
revive. Basically, he's just in the gym
Dragon,
whenever he's not
dragon
on duty.
steroids.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
lifting.
Shenlong's like reading a fucking book.
Yeah.
being a
Do you
nerd.
think?
Anyway, and then Shenlong, but Shenlong is just like more powerful in that one wish, as in like he can like, be much further out. He can do much further things, I guess.
Yeah.
But
They have like
not
different
not. But
limitations
is
as
it
well.
really? Because Pangera still could get the soul of Krillin back to Earth
Yeah, but
from there. So the range is still the same. I guess I don't know.
but the effect of the wish as well is different because I don't think Purunga can't do multiple people wishes at once. Shuai can't revive
Yeah,
multiple people at once, right? So if he was put on in Shenron's
they just
shoes
had
to
a
like
different skill tree.
teleport, yeah, to like teleport everyone from Namek to Earth, I
Yeah.
don't think Purunga would able to do that.
No, because he couldn't revive multiple people either. It was only Shenlong that could be like, oh, I can revive everyone killed by this.
Hmm.
Like,
Well,
they still have to mention one person, like,
yeah,
killed everyone killed by Frieza and
Yeah,
his
because
men.
it
Or
can't be natural causes, right?
yeah,
yeah, it can't be
exactly.
natural causes, which
Like
is
the thing
why.
that
That
makes
that is a
super
rule, which
annoying.
is good.
Yeah, that is one
Yeah,
rule.
like
That just
there is a rule, so it can't just be like natural causes. But like that's the thing, right? Like this is a story, so we're never really going to encounter death by natural causes where it like actually matters, right?
No.
Like
Roshi,
we're all, hmm?
He's
Roshi,
300, bro.
Roshi could die. Natural causes.
Yeah, but like that won't be a problem, right? Because like then we're not gonna wish him back because like, well, he that like that's it.
Hmm.
But when it's like, oh, they were killed unjustly, like obviously then like that's what we're mostly gonna encounter in a story about martial arts and fucking alien space lords
Galactical,
who commit
apparently,
genocide.
galactical stakes at
Committing
this point.
genocide.
Yeah, like of course those are gonna be the types of deaths we're dealing with. So like why like it's always going to be like this is the thing. Like
Mhm.
character death is hard because it cuts a character off from their potential. Like there is a potential storyline with that character that you'll never be able to fulfill. Right? That's why the character death sucks. But that's also precisely why it means something.
Yeah, you can
Not
strip
and
it
like
away.
because death in real life is the same way. Like people die and that's not something that we can control or do anything about. And a lot of the time you'll hear like at a funeral or like in just people talking about it, like, they seem to have so much life left or whatever. Or, like if somebody dies a bit younger, like there's so much left ahead of them. And that's what it is, right? Like it's the ultimate end. And by instituting a resing mechanic that's infinite, like you kind of take away from that. And
Well, there's a
like
limiting factor. The time is limiting factor. Yes, it recharges faster than Shenlong in 183 days, if I remember
38.
correctly.
Yeah,
38, sorry.
was it 130?
I remember 80, but doesn't matter. It recharges faster. Anyway, like even then, the time is still a limiting factor. They can't only res 3 people at a time. If, what is how to say correct? Like
130. We were all wrong.
I said 130.
he said it the second time. Yeah, I thought it was
Oh,
80.
the
but
second time.
Yeah,
Oh, the first time. Oh, whatever.
I think.
Okay, Hut was right.
Yeah, I'm better.
No
Anyway.
más
Josh. Anyway,
inglés.
so even then, he
¿De
can't
dónde
revive
viene?
multiple people, so then you're still limited to
¿De
that,
dónde
and
viene?
you're limited to the fact that you can only rest 3 every 130
Del
days, so you
trabajo.
can't infinitely keep
¿Cuántos
resting
años
an entire
tienes?
population of a planet. That's just not possible.
¿Cuántos
I mean, yeah, but like the thing is, you're thinking
tienes?
about this logistically as if it were real life.
¿Cuántos años
You
tienes?
got to also
Uno,
take
dos,
into
tres.
account the fact that this is a story and story conveniences will happen,
Mhm.
right? Like we never really see characters fucking like taking a bath, right? Like all the things that like that characters have to do like logistically that gets cut out unless it's for story purposes. Yes, jokes
Yeah.
count as story purpose, but beyond that, like we're not going to sit around waiting. Like, did we have to watch them sit around for 130 days? No, we skipped right till the end.
Yeah.
So, like, for the audience's purposes, it's the same goddamn thing as Infinite Red. Because
Yeah.
we don't have to wait around that long. It doesn't change anything for us. And like it's just it's detrimental, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. I'm just trying more like to say like the characters in universe still age those 130 days. Like it still happens.
Yeah.
Like Gohan still ages a year, whatever the fuck, right? Those kind of things still
So
happen.
Gohan's
So
now like 9,
6.
8, 6.
Yeah.
It was
He was
5
5 when he went to Namek.
Yeah, so it's like
Okay,
6.
right.
Yeah, 6 now.
It's about 6 now because he skipped ahead a year again, right? Like
Yeah,
like even
130
with
days and then a
Christmas.
year after that. So it's
Yeah.
like 6, 7.
So he's definitely 6, maybe 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, like that he wanted to stay with Bulma and stuff because he didn't do his homework.
Yeah, it's
Can
such a
I
like
please stay with at your house, Bulma? I didn't do my homework.
Like we had
He fought the most powerful being in the universe, and he's still scared of his mom.
No, go on Spider-Man for real. Like,
Yeah, did you hear?
Yeah.
Did you hear Roshi? He said it
Cared about
himself.
homework.
The real strongest in the universe is Son Goku
This is
Super Saiyan's wife,
right.
Chi-Chi.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
Roshi popping out of nowhere because I didn't even see him before that, but he just popped out of goddamn nowhere to flame Chi-Chi for no reason. That was so fucking.
It was
wild.
hilarious.
Oh my god, yeah, it's funny. But
Can we talk about the moment that Goku killed Frieza? Or killed, I should more say, with asterisks.
mhm.
Which
Air
one?
quotes, whatever.
First time or second time?
Well, the time we think he's actually dead, the time he goes into the earth, like
Right,
when
so-
Goku does his look,
Mhm.
like the look
Right.
of like
Yeah. So you
I'm
sent
disappointed.
a message about this because
I sent a
one of
message.
the translators on your
My
thing-
translator, yes, it's called Mofo, the translation group. And he talks about the panel about how Goku, when he overpowers Frieza from the final attack, he looks visibly shaken. Like you see like shake lines around his arms and stuff. And he controlled a genuine and actual rage
Mhm.
there to like not fully crash out. And he gave Frieza so many
Yeah,
chances.
multiple chances. Yeah.
Multiple. He gave him parts of Ki, and Frieza just wanted to end it. He didn't want to like I don't know be good. Like it's just not in his nature.
Yeah.
And
Frieza
I generally think I love this panel, and I think Hud, you sent those
Yeah.
messages as well, right?
So
Yeah.
there is a difference between the anime and how the manga does it, because in the manga, which is the right betrayal, Goku looks remorseful, right? Sad that that's what he had to do. While in the anime, he looks like angry. He looks angry that Frieza did that, right? Which
Yeah.
every single but
It's
like
a big
every game,
difference.
yeah, every game has actually like done the manga version instead, where he looks like remorseful for that scene, which I think is great.
Yeah,
But,
like
I mean, anime
it
was
goes
like
to
working on
show,
time.
right, that like in the end, like there's been this whole bit of Goku like being a lot more like angry. He's doing his prime MJ shit talk, and like Kai says like, oh hey, this is what it means to be a Super Saiyan. That warrior consumed by rage. He's like this now, but in the end, we see like it's still Goku, right? Like
Yeah.
he gets to like go through and do his thing, and he gets to like do what he's always been trying to do. Spare the people if he doesn't absolutely have to kill them. And I
Mhm.
think like it almost like it almost feels like Goku was trying to make a point here, right? Like I don't know, like, and this is obviously like reading into it a lot, but what else is the show for? Um, like, I feel like Goku's trying to make a point here, rather than like trying to spare Frieza. He's trying to show to himself that that this Super Saiyan rage isn't controlling him, right? Like
Yeah.
like because previously we've seen him like just do turnarounds fair play after somebody like doesn't want the kindness, right? Like
Mhm.
he goes for it and is like, hey, if I don't have to kill you, I won't. And if after that they're still trying to come after him, like second times around, he's like, okay, that's it, right? And here we see that he keeps trying, and I think that's more a point where Goku is trying to prove to himself, like, hey, I'm still me. This rage isn't controlling me. I don't have to kill him if I don't want to, right? And
Yeah.
I think that sad look that he gives at the end is not him being sad that Frieza couldn't change. It's the fact that he couldn't.
Mm. I mean, like, sad that he couldn't change to be more angry. Like, what do you like specifically mean by
That
that?
he couldn't like change to control that rage. Like he still in the end like took the life even though he didn't want to. Like
Yeah,
he
but
he
he kind of
failed to
had
prove to
to.
himself that he can control that.
I feel like he kind of still had to. I think
I
it's
mean,
more.
I think he definitely had to. Like that. Like logically speaking, he had to.
Yeah. Like for me, I interpreted more as like the normal way of like quote unquote the normal way, as in like that he is remorseful that he couldn't change Frieza because he kind of does already control the race. We've seen like some bits and bobs of that, and for me, it felt more like he had to kill him, which he didn't want to, but he must. So he could like he couldn't change him, so he had to kill him because this tyrant couldn't continue prolonging and being part of the universe in that
Mm,
sense.
yeah.
And I kind of want to lean back into the kind of the end of these chapters. Kind of jump forward a little bit, where we of course see him come back as a cyborg. I don't know, like 50% robot at least,
Yeah, that's it.
more robot than man at this point.
Yeah.
Which I find very much a cop out. I
Oh
think
yes.
I don't know much about like his dad and like how this interaction plays out. I would have liked probably would have liked more if just his dad came for revenge instead of his son coming along with him. Be like, it's
Yeah.
him, daddy. Kill him.
This
Like,
is what we were talking about with like Krillin as well. This story has a hard fucking time killing people off.
Hmm.
That's annoying as
if
fuck.
I didn't see a corpse, he didn't die. It's the basic rule, but come on, like,
We
I
saw
don't
him
know.
get fucking blasted to
There
bits.
was a hole to the middle of the planet. Come on, man.
Come on, son. Yeah.
It's
But like
surviving the
to go
documentary.
back a little bit, like I definitely agree with you. I feel like Priestess should just died there. But like I wanted to touch on the like we have our own interpretations of the final scene on Namek, which is fine. Like but what I wanted to note that like like this is essentially like Goku like telling himself a lie, right? Like that he can like that
It's
like
fine.
his actions like this directly influence what he's like, right? Like
Mm,
he had to make that choice because it was logically the right choice, but in his head he's trying to he's like trying to justify something that I didn't want to do, and most of the time when people do that, they end up lying to themselves, right? That's more
yeah.
what I was going for. So like I think you're absolutely correct. Like this is the correct choice, and like he absolutely had to. But I think just because of like the mental situation that Goku's in at this point, it goes to like essentially like a contradictory answer.
That makes sense, yeah. I mean, also, like, quick touching back on something that even happened even earlier. When he, like, joins into Kaio's or Kai's and like speaking with fucking like the elder. That just means he's on their level, right?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
fair. It just taps in. It just
Yeah,
wiretaps him.
Hmm.
basically. Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure we've said this before, but it has to happen again, or it has to be said again. King Kai is just watching the anime. He's just
Yes.
like watching this, like, oh my god, I can't believe he did that.
Damn.
Yeah,
That just
brother.
exploded, bro.
Dragon Ball is so good that even Dragon Ball characters are watching it, bro. It's just that it's so peak.
It's the
Goodness.
most cope fucking reason why you should watch Dragon Ball. It's like, why would I watch Dragon Ball? Like, someone asks you why you should watch Dragon Ball. So even the characters in Dragon Ball like to watch Dragon Ball.
They watch the series himself, bro. It's so peak.
It's such a cop out answer. I don't know.
No. Peak in the making. But
Anyway, we get to the actual shuttle like reaching Earth, right? With
Which
we didn't know his name yet, do we? Frieza's dad. I mean, he calls him
Nah.
Papa.
yeah,
That's all he
does.
knows.
No.
Papa Freezer.
Mm-hmm.
Does that
Ice
make
Cube.
Fridge?
Ice Cube.
The rapper?
Yeah.
You get the Papa like.
Big Papa.
Yeah, see,
Ice T.
I'd go with Cooler personally, since Freezer and
Criminal
Cooler.
Minds. Or was it Law and Order Special Victims Unit?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Uh,
What?
Also, Ryu, like I don't know, I don't think you caught this, and you haven't mentioned it, so I don't think you realized this. But a couple episodes back, Frieza transformed into one of his like further forms, and like one of his like forms down from what we saw him in. Right?
Form 1? You mean like the first transformation?
Is it
Or
Form 1?
like I mean Form 2, technically, with the bigger horns when he
technically.
just gets taller and bigger.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that looks like his dad.
like his dad.
Yeah, I
That
noticed
made a
that.
reference
Yeah.
to his dad's name in that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I did not catch that then. No.
Yeah, thought so.
So I
But,
don't know, like, how are we gonna get his name next episode?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, because otherwise I was gonna put it here, but now you get to try and figure out what I said last. Like,
Don't
from
look-
last
don't look
couple
at
I'm not gonna watch it
episode-
back. I'll just know when it know. When I know.
No. Like you'll either remember, or I get to tell you next episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This will be fun.
Also,
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 something
I've been doing that all arc.
yeah.
fair.
Wait, at one point we like held our hands up for like 5 minutes, me and Ben, like we were laughing at each other while we were
Yeah.
talking.
Well, like when the fight started for Goku and Frieza, I just looked at Hud and went,
And I was like,
I still don't know what that means.
the 5 minutes. The planet will
minutes.
blow up in 5
Oh, like that. I see. The title still
Yeah.
my title still stands. Anyway,
minutes. Yep. I think one day it'll be funny to like just watch the episodes back, all three of us, and then just go see. So Darren made a reference to this, and Darren made a reference. To this.
like, oh
'Cause I've
no,
been
how did I
doing
miss
shit
this?
for forever?
Yeah.
I catch it for the most part.
I think
Anyway.
like my references have increased like exponentially since we hit Z.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you know better. You know this more and like more.
Yeah, I
There's
know
more
this way
reason as well
better.
for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
There
And
was, like, 2
TVCA
years
helps.
between me watching Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
And abridged also helps with like knowing stuff and like more
Yeah,
funny.
I'm making references to Abridged like the entire series already. So like,
Yeah, exactly.
when we watch that all together, it's gonna be crazy. You're gonna be like,
That'd
"Man,
be
what the fuck?
crazy.
Is your personality just Dragon Ball Z?
Just
Abridged?" And
TVCA?
Yep,
I'm gonna say yes.
gonna be great.
Like when you watch a movie, you base your entire personality of the main character.
This is what people say to me when they watch Community. Finally, look, two of my 3 previous housemates have said it.
Said what?
They both watched Community for the first time. I'm like, oh, I think I understand you better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. Now,
But-
something funny I noticed is like a off the beat thing. Bulma's hair, she had a bob cut at the start of the arc
Yeah.
on Namek,
Yeah.
right? At the end, she had like below shoulder length. They grew.
Bulma changes her hair constantly throughout arc.
Yeah, she has like the
It's like-
80. Is it like the 60s, 80s hair now? It like in when everyone's like on the
yeah, something like that.
zeros
Very
even, maybe.
80s.
It's like
Yeah.
what One Piece does for like outfit changes every arc. That's what Bulma's hair does basically.
And
Yamcha,
nobody
to be
else.
fair, Yamcha does a lot too. Yamcha cuts his hair a
he
lot.
gets a bowl cut, I guess. No?
Yeah,
he
but
gets
they
the
don't really
typical
change their-
Japanese bowl.
Oh, I know
cut
they do
now.
change their clothes. Never mind.
Yeah, they
Never
do.
mind. I'm
Yeah.
yapping.
Yeah.
Like, Vegeta is in the casual like office worker fit right now.
I was
You know what the
Let's get a
funniest
9
part
to
is?
5.
You know what the funniest part is about that? You can't see it here, but that shirt, pink.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
cool.
big.
That's
Vegeta's
cool.
like a pink
And
shirt.
it says "Bad Man" on the back. It's great.
That's crazy.
But
Only
also,
thing that
Also,
would be better is if it said like juicy on his butt.
what the fuck?
This is a
also,
thing in Click, okay? Watch it
yeah,
yesterday.
we watch it too.
Okay.
But also,
You weren't here.
yeah, you weren't here. But
He was working.
oh yeah, true.
I have a job, you know? Like,
Yeah,
either of
imagine.
you.
Well, I had
This
fun.
is my job.
Fair enough. It's
But
my side gig.
we also see Tien. Tien has a little beef with Vegeta. He's just small.
I love
Fair
that
enough.
thing.
Really good.
Bro, they killed him.
It's so understandable. Like everybody else is so normal about it. It's like, oh, whatever. And
Yeah.
Tien's like, he killed me.
Not only me, everyone here.
Why do you not care?
I'm
It's
surprised.
so Tien's real.
Yeah.
Like Tien's
I'm
just keeping it real. He's like, what
Jen,
the fuck,
just
bro?
like the real
Yeah.
motherfucker. Also,
I'm
his feet are
surprised.
crazy.
Yamcha's a whole ass bitch. He's just like, hey, look,
He
look,
lives
look,
with
we
them
don't
now.
gotta work. We don't gotta fight about this.
Tien is
Tien
like, bro,
with the,
how can
like-
you live with this man, bro? And I'm
Tien with the
surprised.
fit, though.
Yeah, Tien is a great fit. But I'm surprised, like, Vegeta doesn't pull any, like, semantics, like, oh, I technically never killed any of you. It was, like, the Cyberman and my underling Nappa, but, I never
No,
did
Vegeta
anything.
wants to smoke. Vegeta
Yeah.
like fully wants to smoke.
He does. And he knows no one can do anything to him. Like, the only person that poses as a challenge on Earth is Piccolo. And Piccolo's just, like, out there doing his own thing.
Piccolo's out here standing like cinematically in wastelands. Like he's got better.
Bro, he was waiting for Yum. It was waiting that hopefully someone noticed him standing there thematically.
This
Like,
is
he was
fun.
like,
It's
someone
actually...
But like he was standing there like this. It was like
no, he was like with the hands backwards, looking
Yeah,
backwards,
yeah.
just like epic, just like
It was like
This
at
was
what
actually-
point do I announce my presence?
just like the chest forward, just like looking backwards, like epically.
Yeah. It's actually kind of funny
Cape
in
in the wind.
the like dubbed version of the anime because Christopher Sabat, who voices Vegeta, also voices Piccolo. So it was basically Christopher Sabat complimenting himself.
That's so good. That's so good.
Oh, that's hilarious. Also, there's one thing I wanted to bring up with the Frieza Goku fight itself, and it's that at the end they still like default to hand-to-hand combat again.
Yep.
Which is still pretty neat,
Yeah.
even though Goku is mad and he's like become this warrior of rage, right? He's still like fisticuffs, martial arts.
I mean, like he's got to do what he's best at, right? And
Yeah.
that is so not like whatever the fuck the Destructo discs flying around was.
Yeah, Goku.
Like, that's never been his game.
No, he can do the Kamehameha and he can do like blast, but like that's not his thing. His thing is hands.
His game is straight up hands.
Yeah.
Also, I'm looking at Frieza now. He is a right arm. This top part, like his collarbones, his neck, and like this part of his face, like half go, like just his mouth, basically nose, and then his right eye.
Yeah.
That's all in one ear.
Yeah,
How
Yeah.
does man live?
he's very resilient.
He's an alien.
He's well, yeah.
I mean,
He's
yeah.
I mean, we saw.
How to recover his body from an exploding planet? The amount of energy that comes.
He's
from
just that strong. Like
I
we
hate the Dragon Ball
Yeah.
fans. He's just
Hey.
that strong. That's the argument for
Yeah,
everything here. It's-
literally. What else?
I
am
mean,
gonna
it
see?
sucks, but it's true.
It's
It's
true.
sucks.
Hey, you know
Look,
why Kaido
it
can take
sucks
punches?
and it's
He's that
stupid.
strong.
But that is probably the reasoning. I hate
Yeah.
it. Too.
Yeah, it's
That's how it
dumb.
is.
About the, like I'm mad about this.
It's just the power scaling of the verse. It's just
Yeah, I mean, well, like next week and whatnot.
yeah. Like we're not gonna see people blow up planets that often, anyways. Probably.
No, I don't want to power scale a fucking planet against people fighting hand-to-hand combat. It's not how this is supposed to go. This is
No.
not how this series should be.
I think we'll talk about power scaling at some point. Like I think it'll be a good retrospective. Like when we look back, I'm like, okay, so how was that handled? I
Yeah.
know when I want to start talking about it. But I'll leave that for when we're actually there. Like I think in the upcoming arc and like beyond, like there's a lot of stuff that I've been like passively keeping an eye out for. That I finally get to talk about. So I'm excited about that, and also not because I'm gonna complain a lot.
There's
Surprise,
That's fun, that's
surprise!
fun.
I have things to complain about.
there is one major complaint I have with this series that doesn't come before later. And it's so dumb.
My biggest gripe, and you know what it is. My
Mhm.
my biggest like point of hatred for this series.
Mhm.
You know exactly what it is, and I've been thinking like there's a chance that it's actually pulled off well. And I was just so fucking mad about it the first time I watched this that like I might not actually be as mad about it the second time around. But if it's not, I will blow up something.
Does it have with someone
Yes, I
passing
will go back
something?
to Namek.
Does it have something to do with someone passing something to someone else?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I don't have any issues with that, but we'll come to it when we get there.
I'm
Well,
so mad about
I
I'm
do.
so mad about it.
I
Keep
do have
discussion
issues.
till we're actually there, so I know
Yeah.
what the fuck you're all talking about.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I'm not
this
gonna
is just
say
like
anything.
my most hated thing in the entire series, so we'll get there.
It's a very
Like
popular
you
complaint. I
think
get
you've
it.
seen me hating thus far? Oh baby boys, baby
Be
times.
prepared. He'll be there.
Mhm. There is, we have different opinions on that more than likely.
I
It
think
happens.
that'll be interesting because it's gonna be like 20 minutes of me yelling about it, and then you get to talk.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, we forgot to mention the one major thing. Goku is still alive after the explosion on the planet.
Oh
We
yeah,
don't know
right.
how.
Yeah, that's just the thing.
I mean,
Yeah, we don't
Frieza
know
could
how
do
or
it.
why.
Goku could do it. Nah,
Frieza's
but
an alien. Goku is an alien
yeah, he
too,
can't breathe
but
in
more
space.
human-like than Frieza. So,
Yeah, muffin button.
Yeah, muffin bun. But
I mean, like what I imagine would happen because I figured he would survive main character and all. But we're a year later. Like what I figured would happen, Ren reading, I was like, so either he's gonna just hold his breath, fly at supersonic speed, like speed of
like
light type of shit to Earth,
like
and just land
invincible
there.
type
Hold his
shit.
breath
Yeah.
is phenomenal. That's actually
Invin-
something.
What I
Yeah.
genuinely thought, I was like,
I feel like that works for this universe, right? Like that's just about
Yeah.
the right level of like
of goofiness.
this is kind of how physics might work if you squint
is-
your eyes at it.
Yeah.
Like he's
This
a martial artist. He
happens
might have
in
trained his like breath,
lunge
like he maybe
motion,
hold for 3 minutes, flies really quickly instead of a month with the super speed spaceship, flies there in like 3 minutes and arrives on Earth.
hmm
I don't know. He's strong.
I feel
man.
like he would go to a nearby planet then, and then just like
Yeah, hop planets at
planet
that
hop.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe he's even doing that. Maybe
Yeah.
he's doing that. We don't know.
Maybe.
We haven't seen him. I mean,
The-
that's why it's taking him a year.
Frieza did say that the
It would,
same
you know
would
what
last
would
a
be
couple hours,
really
right?
funny if like he comes like from planets that like know the Saiyans as like the planet merchants.
Yeah, he doesn't have a tail.
So he just
Yeah, he
shows
does
up
have a tail.
and it's
He
like,
doesn't
oh
have a
my
tail.
God!
He doesn't have a tail. He looks human.
It'll be yeah, but they don't know what he
I mean,
is.
Saiyans and humans.
Yes.
Let's be honest. He's got the spiky hair of a Saiyan.
True, he does have the like typical Saiyan haircut.
Mhm.
He might be
Which
twisted.
is up. That's the
Yeah.
typical
Yes.
Saiyan haircut.
Unless,
I mean, yeah.
Does it defy gravity? Okay, he might be a Saiyan.
yeah, unless you're
looking
not
at the fucking looking at a just a random thing, just like just a floating orb. Might be a Saiyan.
Floating orb with just like spikes on the top. It's like that. It's a Saiyan.
Just a mace, but this is the ball of the mace. Just the end.
Yeah.
Just the Morning Star ball. Just
But-
with spikes.
I like the idea that we can frame this like a fucking Phineas and Ferb skit. It's just like a round ball. Like, round ball. A spike around ball. A Saiyan round ball!
Get spiky
Oh my
haired.
God.
It just turns to yellow too. Cause fuck it, why not?
A Super Saiyan spike ball!
That's crazy though. Yeah, Gohan seems to have. He still seems to be wearing the armor, like the Saiyan armor.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's just like his battle outfit. Like, we saw him, like, doing his shit, like, doing his homework and whatnot, and then he was just wearing normal clothes.
Yeah,
it makes
true,
sense.
true.
It's also like there's like very durable and tough like clothes, right? Krillin is just
Yeah,
more comfortable in
just-
his normal clothes, so he just wears that.
I
Okay,
mean,
but,
for
like,
Gohan did train.
Or, like,
Didn't
Fiski.
train most of his time in these, but he did have his most like enduring battles in these, on Namek. So I'm assuming that like by that you're like, okay, this actually feels and works for me. I like this. Krillin stated before he didn't like the pads, even if they moved with his arms. He didn't like it.
Yeah,
So for him being in the thing, which the robes, which he has always been fighting in, I feel like that were not robes, but you get the point. Like he always like has fought in that and always has trained that for years. This guy's 20 something now. He started as like a kid. Like, he's been in
Yeah.
this for like 10 years. Like he is used to this outfit. It just works better for him.
Mm-hmm. It does.
All right, but we're here now. This is the end of at least the Namek arc. Retrospective. What are we feeling?
I think Namek's. Well, I liked it. It had the whole. It had the main plot line of trying to collect the Dragon Balls to save their friends that died, while also having
Just save the
uh
planet.
yeah, well, yeah, and then also having like a secret um like a side thing with Goku and his like achieving the Super Saiyan, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like two main narratives there. But it's pretty cool. I like the tactics they had to use. They couldn't brute strength through everything, right?
Everything.
And there were several factions, Vegeta, the Krillins, Gohan, and the Frieza Force, which eventually merged together, two of them. But still, right? Different factions doing different things with different goals. Um,
Clashing at the end,
the
which I would
yeah,
like as well. Yeah.
yeah, I like the chaos of it, but
Just
also,
don't know.
having to use everything they had at their disposal to actually be able to manage to survive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryu,
So,
your first time reading it, of course.
If we're solely taking the planet arc, ending it where we think like Goku flies up and the planet blows
Yeah.
up, and where we think Frieza's dead, I liked it. I generally didn't think Frieza was a good villain. He was pure evil incarnate. Goku being, of course, the complete opposite of that, like pure good. I think we spoke about this when with Piccolo Daimyo, even back then. We were
Yeah.
good versus evil. I still like that. It makes it easy to hate the villain. Just make him pure evil. If
Frieza's
you have
very hateable. He's very
yeah,
well written as a hateable character.
exactly. That's the like a good like good yeah, of course you have villains that have like morally gray like standpoints that are
Frieza's
like
not that. He just
no,
sucks.
he is just bad villain.
several
We
times to
get
be turned
we get
good too.
Vegeta, of course, as a side character that like turns goods over time. He's still like tsundere about it,
Yeah.
but
He's still a
he is
bitch. Let's
still a
be
bitch
real.
and tsundere about it, but he is quote unquote good. He's not that bad.
He
Um
helps, I guess.
he helps
You
run
know.
the farm at this point, so he's doing something for the community. Um like so, and then of course a lot of other characters, like you said before, had like a lot of characters coming together, like a lot of storylines with the Frieza Force, like trying to find the Dragon Balls, killing everything, Vegeta having his own thing, and then that comes together with Krillin and Gohan trying to like get against it. Then we get Goku, who comes a bit late, so I like that first part, but we didn't have Goku for a little bit. It can be again. I don't hate not having a main character in an arc, but there are some series that don't do it that well. I feel like
Mm.
this was done quite good. I think I said something similar. Like I didn't like that much when we were actually in it, but now looking back on it, I think I did. I don't think it was that bad. It was a small part of it. Was fine.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and of course, Super Saiyan is fucking hype. Like the whole fight at the end was
Yeah. We
amazing.
didn't touch on it much, but it also looks sick. It looks
It
really
looks
good.
sick.
It
Yeah.
was really cool. Yeah.
It's hard to convey an actual like how shit looks through a podcast. Okay, read the manga. Yeah, I think that is about everything. The Piccolo coming back and shit was hype. Like
Hmm.
getting finally the wishes. Like the whole plot lines were good. Like going behind Frieza's back, trying to steal the ball. Vegeta's back at that point, getting the balls. Like all of the things were like there was definitely a lot of groups and a lot of people doing their own things and having their own end goals, like you said, Hud,
Yeah.
which I also did like. Like it came together well. It didn't feel too chaotic as the amount of shit that was going on. I feel like it's flipped back enough, and it didn't do it too quickly that you're like, what's going on?
Hmm.
You can have that where you have like multiple storylines, and then they like flip to them really quickly. You're like, what just happened?
Yeah.
But
And
I think it was
yeah. Namek's also uh no, I'll gloss over that. Never mind. But
Yeah, no, like I obviously like been keeping track of a bunch of things throughout this arc.
Mhm.
Like one of the things that I kept track of was the legend of the Super Saiyan. The way that it is conveyed in this arc is very cool through word of mouth, and the idea of like hearsay folklore and like just like word of mouth as like a means of spreading information was used to very like I don't want to say perfection, but like to very good measures and lengths. Because like the way that Super Saiyan is built up as like this idea of like, okay, so we don't really know what the fuck it is. It's kind of just like a vague idea, and like obviously, like we have the not benefit, but like the disadvantage of like exactly knowing what Super Saiyan looks like because it's fucking Super Saiyan. It's been around for forever, and it's like the anime transformation. Like my fucking
Yeah.
parents know what Super Saiyan is, right? So like obviously we already knew where it was going, but like just taking the time to like look at it through like the aspect of the story, like how is this being built up, and it's
It
shown as
takes
like it's a
time.
really good build up and like pulled really tight. Like it's not like every other sentence that like they're mentioning like, oh, the Super Saiyan. Vegeta sometimes felt a little bit like that, but I think that's more memey, like just like, oh, he keeps talking about Super Saiyan, ooh,
Mm,
if you know what
Yeah.
it is. But like if you don't, then like it's like, yeah, they're like, what the fuck is he actually talking about? It's very interesting. And like the intrigue that it builds is very cool and it builds up very well. In the same vein, like a similar measure is included for Frieza's strength and power, right? And like Frieza's built up really well as a hateable villain, like you said, Ryu. But what also is really good is the fact that all the hype and like build up for Frieza's strength, and then there was another 2 stages added on top of it. Like
Yeah.
every single time we thought we hit his peak, it was there was more to it. And on one side, that's very like intimidating and interesting, and on the other side, you don't know when it's like done. Talking about like they very explicitly say like I'm going to 100% power now, right? So like
Then he
if
was like,
they
"Nah, I was actually having 70%." And like, why say it then? I said this last week when we talked
yeah,
about that.
like it's a bit like I think they overcooked it a little bit.
Yeah,
Like it was right
a little
there,
bit.
being like, this is perfect, this is great, exactly what we needed. I think they overdid it just a little bit, but all in all, I think they did really well on the like strength building up a Frieza strength, and like I think this is like the frantic struggle. I think like when arcs are trying to emulate like this is like a frantic feeling of the main characters like running around doing side objectives to try and like avoid like trouble and consequences like in newer stories. I think this is the arc they're pulling from,
mm.
and I think
Mhm.
that's for a very good reason.
Yeah, that's
um
fair.
yeah, like I think there's definitely like parts that I didn't like. I mean like I think a lot of it just stems from I don't like where they like it's kind of like emblematic of like some problems that I have with later Dragon Ball as well. But I'll talk more about those when we actually get there and they become a bit more pronounced. But like everything that's good about this arc is still definitely good, but there's also some like seeds of like problems that will get out of hand a little bit
That will
later.
sprout later on. Yeah.
Yeah, so just like keep that in the back of your head, as I've been saying in so many of these episodes. Like there's more to come. Keep it in mind. Keep a watchful eye, and we'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah.
With that, boys,
What?
do you have anything else that we want to talk about?
Feet. Last panel. Last panel of chapter
Oh, right.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can somebody just like clip that? I just need that as a clip to hold against Hut forever.
No. Anyways,
Yeah,
someone lands.
those ain't Goku's like horrible shoes.
They
No.
ain't Goku's, they ain't Gohan's, they ain't Yamcha's, they ain't Tien's, they ain't Piccolo's, they ain't
Yeah, everyone.
Vegeta's.
Everyone in the group.
No
Could
one.
it be Vegeta's?
Could it? Let's take a look.
No, no,
Do we see
Vegeta is.
Vegeta's
Yeah,
feet?
no,
This is the
he's
dumbest combination.
Vegeta has blue. Wait, no, we don't see oh,
Yeah,
nope.
so we know it's not Piccolo's because this man has like burlap sacks for feet.
He's the
No, you got the Gucci.
Gucci.
You got the Gucci's, yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We
Maybe
don't.
did
I
we
don't think
just
we
see
get a
them
clear
on the
shot of
things on the field?
Vegeta's.
Do we maybe see them?
No, no, I don't see him. I've looked for everything.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, I guess not.
So,
It
what the
could be.
fuck?
It could be Vegeta, I guess, but
Mhm.
I doubt it. Because why then
Alright.
not show his full? Like, why would he be the one that's like sent there? Also, it sounds like he just landed there instead of like the bzzz, like the sound
Yeah.
effect.
So
Yeah.
so what are we
Vegeta-
thinking? Like, what can we do with this?
Vegeta did say no flying, right?
Yeah,
was the
so
one
he
that
wouldn't
proposed the
jump
idea.
over and then land there. Like that's
That would be
weird.
kind of hypocritical if he was like, "Oh, no flying," and then they just
He's
land.
not that stupid.
Also,
Yeah,
he
we've
said
seen
no
that he's
flying
smart, right?
because they might come to us. They're already here.
Yeah.
I don't think it
Honestly,
matters
you might as
anymore.
well jump them, right? Like,
It means
Krillin
all
fucking-
beams
No,
got guns.
jumping hadn't been invented yet. We're gotta
Usually
wait
didn't
for
come out
Jujutsu
yet.
Kaisen.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Oh no, wait. JoJo's part 5. Part 5.
Yeah,
Where they
There-
jumped that random dude at the
yeah,
cafe.
yeah.
I like JoJo's.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's exactly what I said.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of Abakil like drinking the wine before he's like,
Yeah.
let me join in.
Now
Yeah.
fucking get it!
Oh, that scene! I've fucking seen that.
So
He's just on the
hilarious.
cafe. I'm joining that.
Yeah.
This is like, get up!
Like, no, like it makes sense. Naranjo is the bratty kid, and then Abakil is like,
Okay,
oh.
but like,
Anyways,
so if we don't think that it's Vegeta, who could it be?
could it be Goku? Wait, no, that's not Goku's. Yeah, you're right. That's not Goku's.
No, Goku wears the fucking blue and white motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Blue and yellow.
Yeah, honestly,
Unless
they
he
look
got-
like.
Swedish.
Unless he got a like fit change because his fit was
I
kind of.
mean,
like,
he has the fucking
his fit
Back to the Future things on.
Back to the Future thing.
Yo,
He does have the Back to the
no,
Future
I
auto.
see what he's got. I see your
Yeah,
vision. I see
the
your vision.
the automatic like tightening
Yeah.
shoe from Back to the
Oh.
Future.
Futures.
Like that. Yeah. I get it.
I was gonna say like when Back to the Future 3 happens, you think they'll still have like Jordans, and I realized that was like 3 years ago or something.
Yeah.
No, it's 2018. It was 6 years ago.
Our
Oh, God.
producer
Just wanna quickly say-
says prediction from someone who hasn't seen / read anything: Goku with new drip. So we got a
Yup.
fourth
Could be
prediction here
Goku
too.
with New Drip. It could be Goku. with New
Goku
Drip.
just went to like again. He just went to alien planets hopping, and he just got some drip along the way.
Yeah. How
Good
many
happen.
Yo,
cultures? do you think they
even on
experienced?
Zerback 76, they got Jordans. Let's be honest.
That's
Yeah.
They know how to
crazy.
dress. They know how to dress.
Yeah, they dress
That's
well.
Jorglob. Jorglob Jorglapson.
It's more than Jordal. Anyway, I think that's enough for this week.
Yeah, we're done.
We know though who it
Yeah.
is. It might be Goku with New Drip.
Yep,
It might-
that's like the biggest.
Alright. So
I
with
still
that,
think
we
Frieza should have
say
died.
goodbye to Ryu,
Frieza should have died.
Agreed.
the Hut.
Peace.
I've been your host Ben, and we see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.